So this video is going to help you multiply harder binomials. So I have my two binomials here that I'm going to multiply together using FOIL, and I put them over here so we can write it out a little bit. So first is red, the first terms in each binomial, negative 2h times 9h. O is outside, so the outside edges of both binomials, negative 2h times negative 2. I is the inside. These are the two that are touching. We've got 9 times 9h. And then last would be the last part of each binomial, so 9 and negative 2. And remember, what we're doing when we FOIL is multiply everything together. Now, this one's a little bit trickier because we have coefficients in front of our variables, but we're not going to let that throw us off. So I have negative 2 times 9, which is going to give me a negative 18. Oops. And then h times h gives me h squared. So again, you're just going to multiply your two coefficients together, and then you have h times h, which is h squared. And don't forget your negative sign out here. O is negative 2h times negative 2. So I'm going to multiply my two coefficients. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. And then I have h as my variable. I for inside is 9 times 9h. Again, I'm going to multiply these two 9s together. So I get 81, and then h just comes along. And then L is 9 times negative 2, which is going to give me negative 18. Do not forget your negative signs while you're doing this. Now I'm going to have to add these two together, combine like terms before I get my final answer. So this is going to be 85h. And now I've got 1, 2, 3 pieces that I'm going to put together in order to get my FOILed form of the multiplied binomial. Awesome. So I just put that right there. So I'm going to go ahead and type this in con. Negative 18h is your variable squared plus 85h minus 18. And then we'll move on to our next problem. If you wanted to check that in Desmos, what you could do is put this in Desmos and then put this in Desmos. And of course, you'll have to change h to x, but as long as they're right on top of each other, then your answer is correct. So our next problem, we're going to multiply 7g plus 2 by 5g plus 4. So again, I put this in our whiteboard here. Our first terms are going to be 7 and 5, so the orange line. Outside is 7g times 4. The inside, the two pieces that are touching, are 2 and 5g. And then the last terms are going to be 2 and 4. And again, we're multiplying all of this together. So 7 times 5 gives me 35. And then g times g is going to give me a g squared. 7 times 4 is 28. And then we're going to bring that g with us. So 7g times 4 is 28g. 2 times 5g gives me a 10g. And then 2 times 4 gives me 8. Now, again, we're going to have to put these two together, combine like terms, getting 38g. And then we do that, we've got our 3 parts of FOILing. So I put all of these together to get my final FOILed part after I multiplied them together. So it's 35g squared plus 38g plus 8. Beautiful. And again, if you wanted to check this in Desmos, you could put this part into Desmos and then put this part into Desmos and make sure that they match up perfectly. As long as they do, your answer is correct.